What's up, man? IT Park. What a nice morning, a Sunday morning. Beautiful day in the Philippines. A beautiful day. I'm so glad I don't live in the province. Up on the mountain. I'm so happy I don't live on the mountain like our friend disabled Jim. Yeah, there's these very broke foreigners that live in in Dumaguete, and outside of Dumaguete, they want to run around and make stupid content no one wants to watch. Like disabled Jim. And we were on a taxi ride here going to IT Park. It's Sunday morning, 7 a.m. for everyone out there. It's your host, Mickey Drama, here on Sick Grandpa. We're out here. We're live on the streets. We got breaking news today. We got to go live. Pro-life traveler under investigation by MBI, apparently. MBI and whoever else, other three-letter agency. That's in the Dumaguete Facebook news. Dumaguete News on Facebook. He's got his full legal name, his nationality. Anyone can look it up. Look up his criminal record over there in Estonia. I tell you what, man, if there's one allegation that he thinks can stick and it's non-bailable, he better get the hell out of the country immediately. That's all I got to say. If there's one girl, just one girl makes an allegation for a non-bailable charge, and then she gets one affidavit, he's going to be in Dumaguete Province Jail, in some barangay level jail, or at the city, whatever he's going to be. He'll be there for 4 years. He better, if there's even one out there, he better get out. He better get. According to what I read on the news, it looks like it's a professional NGO, non-governmental organization, that put it together, that put the evidence together. So, boy, oh boy, you better bet. Jeff Lepard in the chat. Jeff Lepard, Travel Fund 69 in the chat, coming from Toronto, Canada. What's going on? Head of the Jeff Lepard crime family, the Thailand YouTube community. We hope you're feeling better, Jeff. Jeff lost his truck to a fire. His work truck to a fire. Jeff got his balls cut off in Phuket on a roundabout in Patong. We hope you're feeling better. Anyway, here's the Korean bar. Yeah, anyway, we're out here. You're doing good, Jeff. That's good to hear, man. I can't hit the highlights. Apparently, Jeff, YouTube, you can do horizontal now, but it says that it's in lock, so I don't have time to figure that out right now. Do it later, I guess. But anyway, yeah, and then we had to hear the bullshit story of disabled Jim getting a brand new motorbike. Come on, man. I mean, 2 days ago, his wife was eating banana leaves, begging for any help she can get, bro. She's eating banana leaves begging for help, and then 2 days later, some angel super, some California, some California disabled gym YouTube fan sends $3,000. You have to change the stream and do the crap. I don't know, but you have to change that each stream. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'll get on it next time. I didn't have time. I couldn't even remember. I know it's in. I know where it's at. It's in my iPhone. It's in the top of the highlight thing. Where you turn on the bright and all that. The main one. Adjustment, but whatever. I gotta get it going. So anyway, I hope you're doing well, Jeff, and your crime family. Your sidekick Kevin K, your video producer. But yeah, man. So pro life traveler, bro. I mean, if I was you, if you thought you did some bad stuff there, boy, oh boy, all it takes is one non-bailable allegation, bro. You're in there 4 to 8 years. Before the court renders this decision, unless you just plead guilty to it, which you're not going to do. But don't worry, this guy's hooked up with a lot of friends, and his entire family, his entire Estonian family's in the Philippines. So they're gonna give him their good lawyer. They're gonna have money. They're gonna have the right advice. So I'm sure he'll do the right things for himself to protect himself. But yeah, man, because all it takes, these girls are on TikTok, bro. They're on TikTok, and making all these videos about what happened to them, So just one more down there. Okay. So yeah, it's treacherous. And we welcome the beautiful IT Park. I want to target the money. Let's get Okay. 116. Oh, look at that hot girl. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hot girl. Where's my Zoom? Thanks, sir. Anyway, out here, it's beautiful out here. It's been raining. out here. This is Starbucks. This is like, IT Park's like America now. IT Park's like America. It's like America, you're in America 2026. Now I'm Jeff, I'm a famous blogger now, Jeff. Jeff Lepar, Travel Fun 69. I'm a famous blogger. I'm a famous blogger now. I'm known as, the greatest blogger in the history of the Philippine YouTube community because, let's face it, Jeff, the talent's not like as good as Thailand YouTube community. Not much talent in the Philippines, let's face it. Because the Philippines send their worst out here. They send their, the West don't send their best to the Philippines. They send their worst. They send the psychopaths, the criminals, the many broke ass motherfuckers like disabled Jim. We're talking about Asian adventures with Jim. Asian adventures with Jim decided he's going to be the next pro-life traveler. I mean, just get this, Jeff Lepar. We have this broke, disabled loser named Asian Adventures with Jim. And after he failed in his marriage in the Philippines and went to mommy and daddy, and they kicked him out of his Michigan basement, full of drugs and needles. The criminal fell. Oh shit. Oh my God. The criminal felon ran to Cambodia. And he ran to Cambodia, but he had no money. And so he was starving, living on a border in a border town in a shithole room for $80 a month with this live-in who, just worked at the factory, never got a piece off that. And then the needle dick, disabled Jim, the needle dick, he ran back to Philippines, ran back to his beautiful wife, Dexel. And now they, after some guy said he don't, according to disabled Jim, somebody, gave him money for a motorbike. I mean, think about this for a minute. If his wife's eating banana leaves, disabled Jim has no money, and he had to run back to this house in the province, which we obviously see, he didn't invest $400,000, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't do anything because he's broke. Disabled Jim is broke. He doesn't have he only has what mommy and daddy sends to him or allows him to withdraw. Okay, that's all he's got. Okay, so if somebody actually sent money for the scooter, you think they're gonna take $3,000 and buy a scooter cash? No. That's never gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the Philippines, and we're talking about a convicted felon, disabled Jim, Asian Adventures of Jim. So what actually happened, ladies and gentlemen, was that he simply got Dexel to sign a lease for the motorbike. They put down the minimum down payment required, okay? And then they got the motorbike, and then they left. And now, after yesterday's horrendous, stupid, insignificant, waste of time, Philippine mountain province video that Asian Adventures put out yesterday, after 2 more days of that content, the views are already in the tank because everyone knows this guy's a convicted felon. Asian Adventures of Jim is convicted felon, a drug user. I mean, very, 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 very dangerous. Very, very dangerous out here. It's very, very dangerous. We're out here live on the running track, Zephyr Park. Now, the Philippines has turned into the West, everybody. The Philippines has turned into the West. We called this 2 years ago. The Philippines is now a victim culture. It's a victim culture. It's probably more woke because ever since all the way back to the start of the pandemic, Philippine Americans have doing newscasts after broadcasts after interview from their United States universities, telling all these Filipinos about how bad Western influence is, how bad whitey is, and how they need to do something, to stand up to it. That's what's going on here for 6 years now. That's what's going on for 6 years. And now, if you're dumb enough, like Asian Jim, if you're stupid enough, like Asian Jim, if you're crazy enough to actually decide you're going to go up there to a mountaintop after everyone else has been either had to take all their shit down, run away, run to another, like regular guy do some other bullshit stuff on his channel, or have a criminal investigation, and you like, I go up there and I could get 1,000 years up there and I'm out there. I'm the devil Jim. You're just fucked. You're completely fucked. You're completely fucked. Oh, you're fucked, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, this Philippines has turned into the West. It's the West now. Look, Jeff Hart, they literally shut down. There's a dog. It's puppy. The Philippines has turned into the West. On Sundays, they shut off all this road. They shut off all this road just to do healthy walking. Healthy walking. I mean, all this is shut down for healthy walking. And it's like, well, what's going on? I mean, they would shut, yeah, they do, man. This is just like you're in the United States, except there's no dog control. The dogs are out of control. But this is where all your favorite YouTubers tell you to go. Right here at IT Park. This is where all your favorite YouTubers told you to go for years and years and years. They said IT Park was unlimited pina pussy. They said IT Park was unlimited, interactions with girls, and you could do and get anything you want down here. They were so selling the dream every day. Is that dream still achievable? That dream still achievable in 2026? If you live like an American, if you live like if you have realistic dreams, realistic, expectations, and probably, lower your standards, probably is. You get a lot of action. You get a lot of participation. You get a lot of opportunities. But let's face it, it's not what it was. I mean, 2017, you get to sit in your room and you meet a single mom or 2 or 3 every day. You can send a grab, they pick them up and bring them to your room over and over and over and over. There's no more single moms in the Philippines. There's no more single moms. The birth rate has collapsed. Maybe out in the province, but those girls in the provinces now, they got their own phones. They got their own, payment processing apps. You could send them money. They're on their phone. They're not interested in a guy here. They're interested in a guy overseas that'll send cash. The whole game's changed, but, there's still girls that are, begging for an opportunity to meet someone like me. A sexy man. A strong man. I'm not tatted up like Disabled Jim. I'm not a drug user like Disabled Jim. I'm not a convicted felon like Disabled Jim. I'm just a clean-cut retiree. Living the retired dream on $8,125 a month after taxes. I mean, I make more than the president of the Philippines twice. I mean, what am I up to now? 16,000 pesos a day of just spending money. And what's my rent? 12,000. What's my utility? 3,000. What's my water? 200. What's my internet? 800. And my data on my phone? 300 a month for unlimited data. I mean, I'm making $8,125 a month on my 3 pensions. And my bills, ladies and gentlemen, are $300. I got $79 other dollars a month. That's about $2,000 a week to spend on hot, fresh, tasty, beautiful peanut pussy. Just rains down all over me because I'm a champion out here, motherfuckers. I'm a champion. Look at me. Who would want to date me? I have my shit together, don't I? They all do, motherfuckers. They all do this. My phone's blown up 24/7, 365. Please, can we get some of that Ricky drama? Of course it is. Yeah, IT Park. We got to look at our hero Gio on the go. Gio in the Philippines. He was the champion of IT Park. Gio in the Philippines, he was living here for years at IT Park, and it was so it was so bad, and it's so hard for him to get girls anymore here at IT Park, and so hard to get girls in the Philippines for Gio on the go. Gio in the Philippines, he had to run off to AIDS-infected Kenya. I mean, who? We're talking about a dad that abandoned 4 kids, 3 in America, 1 in Cebu. We're talking about a dad that took his beautiful wife Maya from Maya channel here in Dumaguete. Took his wife all the way actually married her for sex, and it took her all the way to the end where it was time for him to pay and start a life as a family, and he immediately walked away from it. That dirty, nasty sex tourist. That dirty, nasty sex tourist, Gio on the go, Gio in the Philippines. He ran to a drug-infested African third world country, Kenya. And now he talks about, how not to get HIV, in Kenya. I mean, wow, has that channel taken a fucking dump or what, man? But that just shows you what's going on out here, man. That just shows you what's going on in the Philippines. All these guys are leaving the Philippines because there's no more single moms. You can hear what you get this. I'm not gonna make a video about it, but they can tell you all the other bullshit There's just no more single moms. The whole game, all the way from 1975, where there was 5.7 kids per woman. Now it's 1.9. The whole game was single mom game for all these dudes. Everybody was single mom game. And that's over out here. That's over. These girls don't have kids. They get a birth control injection, or they just stay celibate, and they get cucks and simps and fools to send them money online. That's the truth now. That's the truth. What's going on out here, man? It's just the truth. The truth. And now, 2026, isn't Disabled Jim, isn't it a little late, Disabled Jim, to be showing up on a mountain with your phone, walking around like a fool? I mean, a complete, only a convicted felon, only a scumbag, only the worst of the worst that America, a convicted drug addict felon, that's the only people they can send over here that, is dumb enough, that's stupid enough, that's a complete fool to go on a mountain and completely be a fuck up. Hey, we got a super chat. Thank you very much for the 40,000. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Chosen One. Thank you very much, Chosen One, for 40,000. Thank you very much. Spare me the mercy when I start my channel. I thought you were starting your channel, bro. Thank you very much, Chosen One, for $40. 48,000, whatever it is. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, bro. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, Heidi. Heidi's losing her shit right now. Chosen One. Heidi is losing her shit right now. Heidi's losing her shit right now, Chosen One, because failed Fat Heidi from the channel, I can't remember the channel. It's so insignificant in this Philippine genre. They never helped anybody ever. I mean, they helped thousands of, rejects, think about the Philippines, and they said, forget it. I mean, that fat, frail, broke, whale, Heidi, she needs to go home to America before you become a burden on not just, poor George, not, a burden on, you think when Heidi, Chosen One's in, ICU, and she's beep, 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 she's got everything taped in her, and she's got like 20 needles in. You think George's family is going to spend a fucking peso on Heidi living or dying? I say, no, bro. Heidi's going to die on the table. Heidi's going to die on the table. And then they're going to ask, what about a dog? What about people? I love my family. I don't have a family. These guys, they've been watching our channel for years. They'll come up with thousands of dollars to pay my bills. They're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to pay your bills, honey. Your bills are never going to get paid. That's why they're just going to cut the service. They're going to put you there maybe because, of course, I can pay. You'll never pay. You're never going to pay. Heidi. Just go home, Heidi. Go home. Go back to America. Go back to America, Heidi, before it's too late. Anyway, we're out here. This is IT Park. This is where Craig and Sabu and all his friends, all his great friends, that he meets all the time. That's where the jeepney terminal is. It's a jeepney terminal. Now back in the day, man, they could just pull down left and right and center out here. Remember, Rike was out here. Everyone was out here, bro. Everyone was a hero. You know what I mean? Everyone was a hero out here, man. Everyone was a hero. Now they got nothing but some, food courts. Now they had this bar here. They had a beautiful bar here, and of course they took it down because there's nobody here to drink. that's going to spend big money, bro. I mean, look at all our YouTubers now in not only in the Philippines. Look at all the YouTubers in the Philippines, Thailand, all these guys like Chubbs Dub C, Billy Blue, Cheap Charlie, Brett's Philippine Adventure, all these guys. They're just, the guy live streaming Castaway Adrift. This guy using all the YouTube promotions in order to get all these big views. All these guys now, they drink water. Your favorite YouTuber is drinking a bottle of water. They when they have a big party, they pop a bottle of sparkling wine. I mean, how are they promoting anything? How are they promoting anything for tourism in Thailand and the Philippines? They're not promoting anything but their channel. That's all they're promoting is their channel. Oh man, I had a big problem with alcohol or a big problem with drugs and I had to quit. After living with mom, I probably saved enough money. And after mom said, she'll send money every month, I'll come over to the Philippines. I'll come over to Thailand and start a YouTube channel. And then, and these guys are the stars. I mean, these guys are the stars of Angel City, the stars of Pattaya. How they helping out tourism, how they helping up the bar industry, how they helping out the restaurant industry. When they can't even afford a meal, they can't even afford alcohol, they can't afford drinks, they're never with a girl, they can't even get a fucking girl. And these are heroes in this genre. I mean, shame on you. Shame on you for making these your heroes. I hope you're not one of those that comes to the beautiful Philippines, that comes over here to Pipeline. Look at the Pipeline. This is where all the cool people play pool. And look at all these people drinking out here. It's 8 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. You have all these people out here drinking. Of course, it's all Filipino. Back in the day, foreigners would be here. People that, they think they could score and take down all these girls. These girls don't care about you anymore. These girls don't care about you because they got cucks and simps and losers sending them unlimited money. They're sending them unlimited money. And then they're here with their Filipino boyfriend spending your fucking money, you fucking idiot. Sending your money out here to these girls that you never had any personal interaction with. You never spent any time with. So what? So they send you a couple pictures or do a live video with you once a week and you send them hundreds of dollars. Like, are you that fucking stupid to send your girl, this girl that you think that's in love with you, hundreds of dollars so she can party with her young Filipino boyfriend here at Pipeline? Are you that much of a fucking idiot? I'm sure you probably watch Asian Jim's Adventures. I mean, that's how dumb you are. That's how fucking dumb you are. I mean, would you send money to your girlfriend to eat here at the Mercado? So this is Rike Beyond Life Beyond the Sea, the nasty sex guy who teaches his 19-year-old wife how to put anal beads in her butt. I mean, anal butt plugs. Do you hear that? Our great Department of War Secretary Pete Hegseth, he ordered the sex toy company to quit sending butt plugs to Bahrain. I mean, we're at war. We're at war. We're in Donald J. Trump, the greatest president in the history of the United States. He needs his soldiers, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guard, because they've been doing a great job with all those tankers. They need to be 100%, not worrying about butt plugs. Anyway, at the Mercado. Here at the Mercado, did you send your girlfriend money to eat here too? When she was here with her feeding her family and friends and her sister friends. I mean, did you send her money too for that? You stupid, dumb fuck. I mean, I'm out here getting it every day. 16,000 pesos a day to spend on this hot, fresh, hot, fresh, tasty pee, and you just motherfuckers just sitting your money, sitting in your fucking shithole basement, eating your fucking Doritos and your nachos, and drinking down all your water because you're fucking in rehab and fucking in your fucking meetings. By the way, George and Heidi, they met at a fucking rehab meeting. Come on, man. They're like, one day we were at the 7-Eleven, a truck stop, Captain America. We ran. No. George and Heidi met at some type of rehab. Ladies and gentlemen, they're like, they're sitting in a room and like, what you got doing on nothing? What you doing? I mean, they were rehab buddies. Come on, man. They had some type of substance abuse problem, and then George met Heidi in rehab. Ladies and gentlemen, will you believe anything you're told in 2026? Will this be the year, ladies and gentlemen, that you decide that you can't buy the bullshit, that you can't take all these lies coming out of these people's mouths? Will this be the year that you come to the Philippines and you come to Thailand? You live below expectations. You don't need a big budget, ladies and gentlemen. All you need is a cheap room, cheap expenses, data on your phone, 5 bills, rent, utility, internet for your room, water for your room, and data on your phone. That's all you need. 5 fucking bills. 5 bills. And then the rest of it goes to hot, fresh pussy. That's all you need out here, motherfuckers. 5 bills. 5 bills you can get out here, and you can do what you need to do, man. But it's all 2026 about lowering expectations. Don't be the trophy guy. We got dudes I've been seeing since I've been back here from Europe that have no business in the Philippines. They have no business in the Philippines, man. These are guys from Newport Beach, Cape Cod, Nantucket. These are guys from, that are from Wall Street. These are people that, have unlimited family money, and they're out here trying to take down 5s and 6s, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's going on, because the 9s and 10s, they work cam, and they're on cam. They do stuff online. They're never going to talk to anybody. They don't need to. They just put up their shit and they get free money. But we got dudes with unlimited wealth. They're in the gym 24 hours. Look at that fool. Look at that fool. One of the biggest fools in the history of the Philippine YouTube community. Captain Trucker. I mean, Captain Trucker has spent every waking second of his life on taking care of his body, his 6-pack, being in perfect physical condition. And then Captain Trucker tells his audience that it's financial arbitrage. You gotta make money in the West, and then you come out to the Philippines, and then you save you spend very little money, and your money goes a lot farther. Financial arbitrage, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Trucker was a sex tourist that, very young age, after he got, kicked out of the military, dishonorable discharge after lasting 3 weeks or a month, whatever it was, or a week in basic training, came to the Philippines at 19 years old, a spoiled little fucking brat from Vermont. Shows up out here, in order to get sex in the Philippines. That's why you were here, right, Captain Trucker? And now, after he gets married and he has a kid, now Captain Trucker has to rewrite the fucking history and tell everyone that he's here for financial arbitrage. And, the reason why he's working so hard, bailing out his family during the holidays is because he's got to be on the road. I mean, it's the shit like this that completely rip out the integrity of the Philippines YouTube community. It rips out the integrity of the every fucking channel in this community loses their status as a reliable person that give you reliable information because of lies, like from Captain Trucker. Lies that all these other bloggers tell you over and over again. You know, Geo in the Philippines, Geo on the go. He couldn't do anything here anymore. There's no more single moms to exploit. So he ran off now to Thailand. Then he's off now to Kenya. That's why everyone's leaving, because there's no single moms. Period. That's it. That's the whole game. Single moms. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the game. So if you can get that out of your head, if you just date like you're in America, lower your expectations, try and make the quantity over the quality, try and make the quality over the quantity. So you're trying to get quality interaction with your girlfriend experience, trying to get quality interaction with your girlfriend experience. You're trying to, make the best out of what you got for the money. Then you should come here and try and, do what you can in order to be successful. And obviously the most important thing out here now in 2026 is having the correct visa. Is if you're going to plan on being out here permanently, you need to have a permanent visa. If you're going to be a tourist, you need to have a tourist visa. I mean, if you're going to do something else, you need to get the appropriate visa, because you got to get the appropriate visa out here in order to be successful. I mean, look at me. I have the highest obtained visa that anybody in the Philippines has. Only 50 people are hand selected per year. And I was hand selected in 2023 because of basically just my quality as a human being. My quality as a human being, what I brought to the table as far as information and knowledge. I was honored to be selected as one of the 50 people that get the highest ranked visa in the Philippines every year. And I thank the Philippine government for that. So now all I got to do is, since I'm single, I'm permanent resident, I'm like a Filipino I'm a Filipino with all the legal protections, everything, except, I'm not a citizen, I don't have a passport. But I'm a Filipino. When I was there and they handed me that visa, they said, "You're a Philippine. Well, you're a Filipino now." I said, "Thank you, sir. Thank you very much." I mean, I'm a Filipino, motherfuckers. But I'm an asset to this country. I'm an asset. I'm not a liability like Asian Jim Adventures Disabled Jim. I'm not a liability like pro-life traveler, pro-life predator. I'm not a liability of like regular guy. I'm not a liability like Jew in the Philippines, Jew on the go. I'm not a liability like Chubbs Dub C, who just exploits the Angeles City people, exploits them for views, exploits them for content, and then won't even make a donation for Christmas. And then parties it up with, his boys from Honolulu who live with their mom, 40-year-olds who live with their mom, who didn't do anything in their entire life for society. And that's what we honor. You want us to honor your content in Angeles City. You want us to honor what you do in Angeles City. You want to be somebody in this community, somebody in this Philippine genre. Then go out and do something that's, worthwhile, and something that, shows us that, you really give a fuck about the community instead of just exploiting it with water bottles. And I mean, just think about it. You could be Angel City's #1 single YouTuber. You haven't drank in over 20 years. You're walking into a bar. You order water. You don't bar fine. You don't buy ladies' drinks. You don't do anything but just sit there, look at, just sitting there, wasting everybody's fucking time. And then come on and say you're the single #1 YouTuber in Angeles City. I mean, that is not the facts, bro. That's not the facts. That's not the facts. Oh my God. I love IT Park on a Sunday. Man, it's just like being at home. Just like being at home. Look at all the open spaces out here. how beautiful it is, how the fresh smelling air, the fresh smelling air. And we got 10,000 from Chosen One. Chosen One, thank you very much. I'm saying this donation to give Heidi a hug. She has no clue what's going on. Show mercy. She's not like us. Let her enjoy her cats in her bed. Well, the problem is, Chosen One, thank you for the super chat. 10,000, thank you very much. The problem is she's on here insulting all of us every day on our channel. She's insulted us every day. She's been calling me out. She's been calling me out. Obviously, listen. I'm not trying. I never tried to start it. I never tried to put up content because I don't do any content. I walk around, get my steps. I go buy some food at S&R. I make my food at S&R. I meet some girls online. Okay, I have them come to my room. I go to the casino, and I travel around. That's all I do, bro. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. I don't do anything else. I don't do anything else in this community. I don't do any of this. I don't do anything else to put up content. I mean, I don't even live stream that much anymore because, let's face it, the channel's 5 years old. My content's 5 years old. It's mature now. It's mature in the marketing cycle. And we got to go with what, the marketing cycle gives you, okay? It is what it is, man. It's all good, man. We get some super chat, I thank you very much, But, when we got content, we got content. I haven't forgot about the Polog City. I haven't forgot about that fake YouTuber that just lies and lies and lies. I mean, every fucking video from his channel over Christmas and the New Year's was a complete lie, a complete scam, a complete bullshit story. I haven't forgot about, all these other, dipshits. I mean, now we have that Philippine Life exploiting dead people. That Philippine Life, puts on a video with his YouTube promotions, up on Max. And then he's on there exploiting 3 dead old people. I mean, because that's how desperate they are for content. We don't need to be like that, ladies and gentlemen, in this genre. We don't need to be like that. Let's put out the truth. Put out the truth. I mean, old people die. The people are dying younger every year because they didn't take care of themselves and ate junk food their entire life. That's the story. God, it's so boring walking around here, bro. So boring walking around here. So boring. There's nothing going on. Going on out here. Oh my God. Yeah, but the population's broke, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get the chat to work again. Let's see here. Anyway, the chat's all messed up. Anyway, yeah, Philippines Annex, bro. Philippines Annex. Just go home, Heidi. Go home. Go home and take care of your medical problems. Please don't be a burden on this society. Don't be a burden with the community. Don't be a burden. What's going to happen is you're going to be in a hospital and you're going to be on there and you think it's going to go down just like the bodybuilder guy. There's many people that get their money. You got Thomas Merkel Sr., who's, his son lives up here somewhere in IT Park. You got him, on here begging for money for the dad. Everyone's getting their money. Will Heidi get her money? Will Heidi get him a Jasper? Yeah, Jasper. What's going on with Jasper? Yeah, Jasper's getting aggressive, bro. What's going on with Jasper? He's very angry now for some reason. I mean, you should just be transparent and show yourself. But, the problem is that, again, everyone on here, most of these people on here are just completely nut jobs, man. They're nut jobs. Including myself. I'm a nut job. I'm a nut job, bro. I'm a nut job. It's really dead out here today, man. I'm surprised. There's a lot more action, but you have a stage and all this stuff, but nothing's out here today. Nothing's out here today. It's pretty boring. Very boring out here, ladies and gentlemen. With a very boring host, Ricky Drama. Anyway, What else is happening? The ugly, the chosen one. I'm sorry, the ugly tourist. The ugly tourist. I don't know if you were set up or not. It's none of our business. But it looks that way. It looks that way. I mean, listen, man. If you're the ugly tourist, if you're anybody out here, you have a responsibility to protect yourself out here. Okay, so if some girls like coming up and are doing all doing all this hocus pocus on you and everything, you got to take a step back and say, what's going on? What's happening here? And slow it all down. It's just falling in, bro. 1985, when I was in Korea, for a year in 2nd Infantry Division up at Camp Hovey, Camp Casey. We were taught all this by our black brothers. We had these black guys that are in our unit at squad level, living in the Quonset hut. And they're like, just how the game's played out here, because all these guys were on a second tour in Korea. Back in Korea, they had a bunch of Korean freelancers and hookers, and they had everything else downrange down in Tokari and TDC. They had all this stuff going on. They had an AFES, Army Armed Forces Exchange Services. They had a steam and cream on the base where you can go and get some Boone's Farm, get the bottle, walk into the steam and cream, go get a massage, drink Boone's Farm, and get a happy ending. This is all on the base, sanctioned by the governmental agency, Army Armed Forces Exchange Services. Same way we learned all this shit a long time ago. This shit's all the way back to Vietnam, okay? Back to Korea, after the war. I mean, it's been going on. This game's been going on for a long, long time, And you just gotta be on alert for all this stuff, man. Especially nowadays when if these girls are like aggressively trying to hunt you down, like whoa, what's going on? Why are you doing that? Could be any number of reasons, man. But anyway, that's his business, man. But I think it's better to be single out here now. I think 2026 with all this crap going on, all the scamming, all this dangerous stuff happening out here, bro. People taking your kidneys. The organ harvesting, the human trafficking, all the the criminal. It's just everyone loves to be a criminal now. That's the big thing now. Is everyone loves to be a criminal, and I'm not a criminal. I'm just a fat, disabled retiree, bro. I get VA disability. I'm a fat, disabled retiree. That's what I am, man. Talking shit on YouTube about other YouTubers. So what? It's just a YouTube. It's just YouTube, bro. It's just YouTube. But a lot of people, they take it personal. Believe me. After 5 years of doing this, bro, they take it personal, bro. Personal. All that matters in life, ladies and gentlemen, if you meet somebody and can they feed, fuck, rate, or promote you? Okay, do they feed you food? I mean, are they an income source to you? Do they rate your performance? Feed? Do you have sex with them? Fuck. Feed, fuck, rate, and promote. That's only 4 things you even care about. That's all things you even need to care about out here. Feed, fuck, rate, and promote. If the person that you're talking to, guy or girl, whatever, if they don't meet the feed, fuck, rate, or promote criteria, then they don't matter what they think. And we got a super chat. $2. Delta Force, United States retired. Fellow vet living in the Philippines, Smash City. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Delta Force. I think I know you. Thank you very much. Delta Force. Delta Force, thank you all, our servicemen and women all over the world working for ICE. Thank you. Thank you, Immigration Customs Enforcement, ICE, for all the great work you're doing on behalf of the American people. To the greatest president in the history of the United States, Donald John Trump, who will have his own Mount Rushmore, will have his own, Triumph de Paris, when they make the new national monument over the highway in Washington, D.C. They're going to be construction on it this year to complete it before the Olympics. I mean, all the monuments that we'll make for Donald John Trump. I mean, I'm sure he's going to be our next $20 bill. Or no, I'm sorry, $100 bill. Donald John Trump. He's doing such a great job for America. He's doing such a great job for the world. He's freeing the world this year. They talk about America First. America First can be the force to liberate millions from bondage and free all the people around, not only the world, but in America. By all the income tax cuts, all the no tax on tips. I mean, the money's just going to be coming like no tomorrow. And it might be tough today, but when the history is written, Donald John Trump will go down as the greatest president in the history of the United States. And I'll go down as the greatest YouTuber in the history of the Philippines YouTube community. That's right, Ricky Drama Sick Grandpa will go down as the greatest YouTuber in the history of the Philippine YouTube community because I told the truth. I told the truth. I was entertaining. I lived for the moment. I had my shit together financially, emotionally, spiritually. I never wavered. I was there for you. I was there for this channel. I was there for this community each and every day. Did I receive appreciation for that? Of course not. No one appreciates shit anymore out there because it's all about me. The Coffee Bear. Gio's place. The meat. The Coffee Bear was Gio's place. Gio on the go would get unsuspecting young Catholic girls to meet him here at Coffee Bear. Gio on the go, the sex predator, the sex tourist Gio on the go, would take them here to Coffee Bear like, hey, I'm Gio on the go. Nice to meet you. I'm the sex tourist that runs around Nairobi, Kenya, looking for girls that don't have HIV. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm back here in the Philippines. Yeah, I had to come back to the Philippines because, that's the only place I could do content. Because people don't watch my channel unless I'm walking around the Philippines putting up useless, tasteless blogs, lying to everyone about my content. By the way, let me do a consultation. Let me tell you about medical insurance I never use or dating services that I never exploit. Like Christian Filipina. I mean, every time you're dumb enough, every time you're stupid enough, every time you fucking want to lose $3,000 of your money for a wasteless dating site, contact Christian Filipina today, motherfuckers. You motherfucking pay. Anyway, honey, I really like you. Can we go to I've never met a girl here before because I'm brand new to the Philippines. Can we just meet here and have just hang out and have a coffee? Sure, Gio on the go. I love little teddy bears. It's so cute here. Yeah. Hit the smash button, motherfuckers. Hit the smash button. Yeah, I really like it here, Teddy Bear. What's it called? Coffee Bear Gio on the go. That's what we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, and of course, what's more appropriate than the Ben Newton Chronicle seat? The Ben Newton Chronicle. How many hours, ladies and gentlemen, did we see our superstar YouTube live streamer Ben Newton Chronicle sit here on this bench here and drink hard liquor? I mean, he sat here for years and years. I mean, months and months. I mean, days and days, and drank hard liquor on these right here on these benches. Remember this, Benny boy? Just sat there and drank your liquor and what's up, man? Oh man, great times, great memories out here. We enjoy ourselves, especially Little T. Oh, looks like they're little hotties at Little T. I better get some Little T. I'm out here. You're not, motherfuckers. I'm out here. got this money to blow. I got, I'm just out here. I got all the time. I got all the energy. I have what it takes. I got 7 years of learning curve to take it down, to knock it out, to kill it out and kill it. Out here killing it. Out here killing it. I'm so proud of myself. I'm the best America has to offer. I'm the best the Philippine YouTube community has to offer. I'm the best that's ever been out here, motherfuckers. I'm the best that's ever been out here. My body count is higher than Wilt Chamberlain. Can you believe I'm doing better out here with the P than Wilt? I mean, damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good. Anyway, go off there and watch the ugly tourists. Go off and watch all these YouTubers, and then you'll see. Go off and watch all these other people. God bless you all. Stay alert, stay alive. I'm your host, Ricky Drama, here on Sick Grandpa. Have a great day out there. Watch your NFL football, motherfuckers. It's the wild card weekend.